Sorkin. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve LeetCode 442, find all duplicates in an array problem. So the problem statement is that we are given an array of nums with the length n, where all integer in an array of nums, they are in the range from 1 to n. Okay, this is important requirement. Later we are going to find out why. So each integer in the array, it appears only once or twice, and we need to return all integers that appears twice in the array. Also, we have two other important requirements. Our algorithm should run in linear time complexity, and we should use only constant extra space. And we are given two examples. For example, in the first example, 3 and 2, they appear twice. So we are, that's why our output is 2 and 3. And in case of if there is no duplicate, we are just returning an empty array. Okay, let's see how we are going to solve this problem. Okay, let's take one example. Let's say that we have nums and array of nums, and we have 4, 2, 1, and 2. Let's work on this example. We have two important constraints. One is that our integers that appears in our array, they should be within the range from 1 to n. N is being the size of our array nums, which is equals to 4 in our case. Okay, so let's actually also mark our indexes for our array. They are 1, 0, 2, and 3. So our indexes is also within the range from 0 to n minus 1. So exactly in the same range as our numbers. So, and we are going to use this fact to solve this problem. So what we are going to do, we are going to use numbers in our array to track that whether or not we have visited element under that index. If we have visited, then we are marking as a negative first time we visited. Second time when we visit that, if we see that that element has already been marked as a negative, it means that we have already, so we have a duplicate and we have earlier visited that. So let's go over our array. I think that it's going to be clear. So first element that we're going to take is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So whatever is under the index 3, we are marking it as a negative. So 2 we marked as a negative. Then we are going to the next one, 1. So 2 minus 1, whatever comes under the index 1, we are marking it also negative, so minus 2. The next one is in this series is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus, sorry, 1, okay, let me go back. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so we're marking 4 as negative. The next one is 1. 1 minus 1 is, sorry, 2 minus 1 is 1. We are marking 2 as negative. And the last one is 3. Okay, so here we are taking the absolute value of 2 and minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And so we see that, okay, we have already marked that as a negative 2. Okay, so it means that if we have marked that already negative, so it means that this exists in our this value 2 already, so we have a duplicate in this case. So we are adding that to our result. So in this case, only 2 appears twice. We are adding only to our final result. That's it. Let's put this algorithm to code. Okay, first thing that we are gonna do, we are gonna create a list of integer. Let's just call it result, where we are gonna add our duplicates. And let's call it result. It's an array list. And the next step is, let's just check one corner case. When our nums is when there is no element, it's empty, then in that case we are just returning our empty array. Okay, result. If it's not, if there are elements, then we are gonna go over it. So we are gonna first thing that let's iterate over our array. So I less than num's length, and so what we are gonna do, first thing that we need to get the value of our index under which we are gonna mark the value as negative. So in our case, index is equals to, we need to take the absolute value for it. For that, we are going to use the absolute abs method of math. So we are going to take the nums I minus 1. Okay, so for example, let's take our example of that we have reviewed earlier, 4, 2, 1, and 2. So in first case, we are going to take 4. 4 absolute value is 4, minus 1, 3. So we are going to check whatever is under the index 3, whatever value is under that. So if that value, right, if nums index, if that value under 3 is negative, which means that we have already visited that earlier. So which means that we can add that to our result. So we are adding that to our result, but since we mark it as a negative, we need the positive value of it. For that, we again going to use the absolute function of math, and we are going to take the nums I. So we are going to take the whatever value is coming under that. So else, so whatever value is there. Else, what we are going to do, we are going to, in our nums index, okay, we are going to just mark it as a negative, because mark it as a negative. And the second time when we visit that, we will know that, okay, it's, so second time when we visit that, we will know that, okay, it's already negative, and we can add that to our result. Okay, then at the end, we are going to just return our result. Okay, let's check one more time. As I said, so first thing that we are doing, let's just go one by one. So 4, let's say we are taking 4 in the first iteration. So the first value is 4. So absolute value of 4 is 4. 4 minus 1, 3. So what is under index 3 is 2. So we have 2 is the positive. So what we are doing here, we are marking this value as negative here. So we are marking nums index, whatever is under minus whatever is under index 3, we are marking as a negative. So for that, we are using this one. And the next time when we are going to visit our value here, so 2, so we are going to go take the absolute value of 2 here, and absolute value of 2 is 2. So let's say that we have visited 2, we have visited we are at our last index, so we are taking absolute value of 2. Absolute value of 2 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, and this one has already been marked as a negative, so we are adding this value, absolute value of it, we are adding that to our result. Okay, let's check our code. Okay, it works as expected. That's it. That's it for today. Hope you like my content. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye.